How's it going, guys? It's your boy Splash. I'm back with another mock draft. I am currently recording this at 4:23 a.m. Pacific time. So this intro, at least. So you'll probably see this intro a few times. Just going to reuse it. So before we start, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring a ding ding, that Le'Veon bell, that notification bell, or it's draft season. Marquee spell, ring a ding ding, that marquee spell, that notification bell, so you're notified. My mom talked to me this morning or yesterday at this point, and she said, hey, maybe you should tell your subscribers and such what the bell means, right? So with the bell, there's three distinctions. You can have the bell off, which means you don't get notifications. Boo, that's bad, right? Then you have the halfway lit bell. It's not like there's not a line through it, right? It's a bell. It's like a bell emoji, and you get some notifications. But what we want is fill in that bell, get the little curvy bits next to the bell, so you're notified when we go live, when we post things like this. And I have a lot of mock drafts to catch up on. I have a lot of player rankings to catch up on. So let's get right into this mock draft. Let's go. Welcome into the Cleveland Browns portion of today's episode. Before we start, make sure you download the uSTADIUM app, make a draft take. If you want to predict who the Browns take at pick number 44, feel free to do that. I will send you some points. Just tag me at Splash. I will send you some points. As always, 7 rounds today, no trades, default settings on PFF. Love to hate PFF, whatever. Fast speed, don't really care what other teams do. So let's get it rocking and rolling. Of course, the Browns do not have a first-round pick because they traded for Deshaun Watson. Congratulations, Browns fans. You have yourself an elite quarterback. That being said, you do kind of push the discussion back because the Browns do need players. They do have a glaring need on the interior of the defensive line, and this is not a position that this draft is particularly deep in. Let me pull up the interior defensive linemen. Logan Hall, Perry, and Winfrey, they're third-round guys. You're probably not getting them at 78. 44 is too early. As much as I do like Logan Hall and as much as I do like Perry on Winfrey, I have second to third round grades on them, maybe even early second or mid second, but I don't think you're taking them here. That's a problem. And I don't know if you really want to take another wide receiver because they like Donovan Peoples-Jones. They like, obviously they love Amari Cooper. They brought him in the offseason. So sure, you could, oh my goodness, Christian Watson, that's a fun one. PFF would slander that. I don't know why they would. Calvin Austin, same thing. But Cleveland is in a weird spot because a lot of the positions that this draft is so deep at, like linebacker, there's like 8 linebackers that you could reasonably take here. Leo Chenal, easy money there, right? Quay Walker, easy money there. Troy Anderson, easy money here. But they all would be redundant with Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah and a generally solid Browns linebacker core. First time we can say that in a while. You're not going to draft a corner or a safety because you are already filled to the brim there. You just spent a bag on Denzel Ward. You have spent countless first and second round picks on Greg Newsome and the Grant Delpit. Greg Newsome, Grant Delpit. You just brought in John Johnson last season. Tons of defensive backs, and you're kind of stuck. You're not going to go quarterback. You're not edge. I think edge could be an interesting one. Actually, I might go edge. Josh Pascal's a fun one. Great film, by the way. Drake Jackson. See, if my question here is, if you're the Browns, right, do you want an immediate impact or do you want a guy that year 2, year 3, that's when they're blossoming? And I think they want more of a year 1 guy so they can, win with Deshaun Watson right now. And I think Josh Pascal is that guy. Some people will have Benito higher. Some people will have Drake Jackson higher. But I will go with Josh Pascal, University of Kentucky. He is going to be a Brandon Graham type, a Emmanuel Ogbah type, he's kind of built like a Kerry Hyder. He can early down edge, run defender, can slide inside on passing downs. I think he can be productive there. Is he going to be a superstar? No. Is he going to get 10 sacks in a season? Probably not. But is he going to be one of the hardest working players on the team? Yes, I think that's definitely worth the 44th pick in a division with the Ravens rushing offense, Najee Harris, Joe Mixon. So I think it's worthwhile taking that pick. And now at 78, yeah, you can go linebacker. I guess you could go linebacker. Brian Osimo, good value there. Marcus Jones, stud. Obviously, my guy Carson Strong falling like a brick. So like I mentioned, the interior class is just super thin. You have Jordan Davis, you have Devontae Wyatt, you have Travis Jones. All three of those guys are almost certainly going to be off the board before Cleveland makes a pick. And Cleveland does not have the overwhelming draft capital that they had just a couple weeks ago, that they're not going to just be able to move up and move around and get one of those studs. So I think you're going to have to wait. I have my eyes on Thomas Booker, also Neil Farrell, 118. We will look at that. No trades, as I mentioned earlier. So with that mentioned, I think Kyle Phillips makes a lot of sense here. He's a true slot out of UCLA, very smart player. I've seen comps to Hunter Renfrow. Very smart, cerebral player, is always open. I know he is sort of redundant with Amari Cooper, same route runner skill set, but Phillips is the best route runner in this class, and take advantage of Deshaun Watson and bring in another great route runner, wide receiver. 99. Look, I really want to add more depth to the cornerback room. It's already deep enough, though. But you can never have enough good corners. Jalen Armour Davis, let's throw in another good athlete, smart guy, Alabama guy, into the Browns secondary, increase that depth just a little bit more. And now I've drafted Kellen Diesch several times at this point, but look, the value here is very nice. He as a swing tackle, developmental swing tackle. Jack Conklin, all the injuries. Then your left tackle. Do we know what Jedrick Wills is? He's been average for 2 seasons now. I'm going to take a shot at Diesch here early in the 4th round. Keep him from going to Baltimore. Oh, Zamir White. Oh boy. I'll do the Baltimore one next, but oh my goodness. Now we're waiting a while, and I might spend the last 3 picks on defensive interiors and just, at that point, hope someone hits. Haskell Garrett gone, Bonnia gone. It's tough. It is tough. I could go with a Ty Chandler here. Curtis Brooks. I think Curtis Brooks has to be the pick here. Just filling out the defensive line. Christopher Hinton. I know PFF doesn't like him, but Hinton, I think, is Hinton will probably be a top 250 player in this class in terms of like snaps. Like, we're going to take Brooks here. I'll talk about Hinton. Hopefully he doesn't go because I want him at 246. The value of just playing snaps is very valuable. And, he's going to be on the field for a lot of run defense, or in theory would be on the field for a lot of run defending snaps. So that's inherently valuable there. A Riza spot, potentially. I've talked about Marquise Bell. Check out the Bengals mock for him. No quarterback. Rosenthal. I think at this point you are taking, let's take another stab at the tight end room. Cole Turner, one of Carson Strong's good friends at Nevada, which I believe is in Reno. I may have screwed that up in one of a previous video. No trades. Let's see if Hinton is still available, and he is not. Where did he go? Oh my. He would have been a nice pick here. A really nice pick here. Did someone take him in the 6th round? Or am I just totally missing something? Smoke Monday. Okay. Oh, the Bengals got him. Okay. I think he would have been a great 6th round pick, 7th round pick, just from like a snap eating perspective. But on that interior, you know what? Let's add a CJ Wright out of Georgia Southern. I have never heard of CJ Wright, so with all due respect to CJ Wright, I'm just drafting another interior player. That can be the Christopher Hinton stand-in, whoop-de-doo. So if he goes earlier in the draft than that. So there we go. Again, with these drafts, I look for an A- or B+. If it's too high, then it's probably just a PFF thing. If it's too low, then it's probably a PFF thing. A- for Pascal, C for Phillips. Don't love that. Positional value, PFF loves wide receiver. Okay. B for Jalen Armour Davis. A for Kellen Diesch. A+ for Curtis Brooks. Hello. That's the first A+ I've gotten in a long time. And I haven't done like a Jacksonville mock yet. C for Cole Turner. Okay. B+ for CJ Wright. And a B+ overall. You know what? I'll take that. I'll take it. I think it was a good mock. Browns, you get some good run defenders. Pascal, Brooks, CJ Wright. I hope he's a good run defender. You get a prospective tackle prospect. Wow. Prospective tackle prospect. You get a potential slot wide receiver, Kyle Phillips. You add to the cornerback room, and you take another stab at tight end. So I think the Browns, I would probably give this one an A-, even higher than PFF. I do not understand the A+ for Curtis Brooks, though. So there we go. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring a ding ding, that marquee bell, that notification bell, so you get notified whenever we go live or whenever we post something like this. Make sure you download the uSTADIUM app. If you come from one of these mock draft videos and you want in on takes, hopefully you want in on takes, tag me at Splash. I'll send you 1,000 points. Let me know what video you're coming from. If it's from the Bears, from the Packers, the Lions, one of the AFC North teams. Pick your poison wherever you're coming from. Keep it locked in with uSTADIUM, and peace out and keep moving forward, ladies and gentlemen.